Hello everyone, this is Isaac Fox, and today we're going to be playing a game called Disturbed. Disturbed is a horror game, and I don't really play horror games, okay? Actually, I don't play horror games at all. I've always been afraid, but I really love horror movies. And I love watching people play horror games. It's kind of like a horror movie. But I don't like to be in a horror movie, per se. But I'm going to be playing this horror game because it's a not so... It's like a choose your adventure story. And I think that it's going to be great because I always loved them as a kid. So we're gonna get right into this. Yeah, so we're gonna press the stop button and we'll be a go. Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt, and your cow is sick. For some time, the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day, you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you. You've made up your mind. You are going to do something about it. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. Alright, what should we do next? Let's go to our house, our lovely home. Oh jeez, I don't like the music. Entering the house, you feel a subtle uneasiness, as if the growing blight outside has penetrated the walls of your safe haven. From what you've seen, however, everything is the same as you left it. Perhaps this may be a good time to just lay in bed and wish that your problems will just go away. You fight the notion, but the temptation is still there. Let's open our chest. You open the chest and find nothing more than a pile of papers. It seems you have less valuables than you anticipated. You close the chest. Wow, we're very poor. Dear Journal, another unusual day on the farm. Another usual day on the farm. The crops are growing with good health. Bethany is also doing quite well, never disappointed with the milk she provides. If things continue to go well, I may be able to invest in more animals. A farmer can only be so social with a cow. Dear Journal, today has been an unfortunate day. Somebody broke into my shed and stole some things. I usually don't mind if someone steals a bite to eat from the garden, but to take my equipment? Well, I put a lock on the door and hid the key. Nobody will ever get into my stuff again. Dear Journal, I woke up one night to a foul smell I have never come across before. I took a step outside to see what I could find, but I found nothing after searching about the farm. Whatever it is, it must be bad. I should make a trip into the city to see what this is about. You know what I think? It's a dead body. You know what? I'm not even gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna just go. We're not gonna lay in bed, because... that's not good. Because it's not good. You attempt to open the shed door, but the door won't budge. You remember locking it some time ago, but you can't remember what you did with the key. Oh, come on. You butthole. Okay, so should we lay in bed? Alright, we're gonna try it. I'm gonna regret everything that I've done. We're gonna lay in bed. You lay in bed and you fall asleep to the light sound of wind blowing outside against the grass. No. You begin to hear whispers and chants, but you can't make anything of it. An image appears before you, a stone glowing as if it were alive. The chants get louder as your vision grows in more detail. You reach toward the stone with your hand. As your fingers make contact, a clash of thunder rattles around you. Your cloth and skin start to flake away like dust in the wind. The particles flow into the stone, sapping the life from your body. You feel pain you have never experienced before, and fear begins to flood over you. Oh gosh, no, I don't want this. You suddenly see yourself laying in bed, never to wake up again. Your adventure. See? Oh, I freaking told you. There is like multiple endings. Oh, that is not okay. Let's go out to our crops this time, because, you know, things happen. A path divides the crops you have labored so hard to prosper these past months. A penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away and time is running short. Let's go into the pen. Oh, is it dead? A toxic fume burns your nose as you enter the pen. Your poor cow lays lifeless on the ground as a growing blight slowly begins to consume her body. You feel sick to your stomach as you stand there, especially as you stare at the black mushrooms that dot the ground. Oh, no. Oh, crap. As you begin to rip it out of the ground, a cloud of spores sprays from the mushrooms. Your hands begin to burn and melt as you observe them. Slowly, your body shrivels up into the dark, moist consistency as the poison spreads. You die, eventually, after crawling about on the ground. Your adventure ends. What the frick? We're gonna go in the pen and inspect the water. You inspect the water looking for another abnormal. You notice that the water has a dark consistency to it. Dropping a stone into it, black particles from the bottom swirl up like a thunderstorm. Your face shrivels in disgust. We're not gonna grab a frickin' no. That's probably why they're all dying, is because of those mushrooms. Okay. We're gonna go... Since we can't go back to our shed... I'm gonna read our journal again. We're not gonna lay in our bed, because, no. We're gonna go out to our crops, because we have nothing else to do. Follow the path. You continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave off in the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. What should we do? That's the cave right over there. I'm just gonna continue. You come to a stop as you stumble upon a broken wagon. You look about the mess and find bits of food and clothes scattered about the scene. You notice a key on the ground during your search. You pick up the key and continue on your way. No, go back. After what felt like an hour or two, you reach a bridge. Nearby the path is a small shack, similar to the house you have on the farm. A man that lives there is a kind fellow from what you recall. Maybe he is home. You walk toward the structure and knock on the door. You scratch the back of your head, figuring that the person that lives here is currently occupied, if not elsewhere. You remember picking up a key from the wagon and you use it on the door. The door unlocks. You decide to help yourself in. Ugh. Observing the empty room, you realize something terrible must have taken place here. The room is a wreck, just like the wagon. You are overcome with fear as you think of the man that used to dwell here. We're gonna inspect the book. You Pick up the book and start to flip through the pages. You discover that this is a journal. Reading a passage or two can't hurt. Today's trading went smoothly, thank goodness. What I am thrilled most about, however, is what one of my buddies mentioned to me at the conclusion of our day. Apparently, there is a pond nearby and has some of the biggest fish in the region. With a good catch, I can make enough to move things forward. I was caught off guard when he mentioned that nobody has been able to catch any from there. I guess your typical fishing rod won't do the trick, but what can be done about it then? Something to be intrigued about, I suppose. These past couple of weeks have been really rough for me. My trading business has gone under and I have lost nearly everything I own. This has pushed me to extremes, but that won't be helped now. I am leaving this place forever, never to return. The land is dying and there is nothing but darkness here. Anyone reading this should leave while they can. Uh-oh. You can't find a name to give this man, but regardless of the name, you got chills running down your spine. Should we open the no. I don't want to. What should I do? Okay. Ugh. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know what to do. Or okay, you know what? I just can't. There might be something there. Maybe a key or something. Something useful. Or maybe it's just death and destruction as usual. Let's just open it. You observe the trapdoor and notice a lock keeping it closed. With the key, you unlock the hatch and get it open. Without thinking, you travel... Why? Walking down the steps leading below, the air attacks your body with a piercing cold. You notice immediately that there's a woman chained to the wall. She doesn't seem to notice you as you study her. You feel darkness surround you as you stay in the awful place. Should we talk to the woman? Let's leave. We're going. We can, no. You leave the shack and cross the bridge before something bad happens. Yes. I should have talked to her. I'm sorry. You cross the bridge safely and continue down the trail. After all that has happened, you feel you should take a moment to rest. You spot a spot under a... Well, you find a spot under a tree and sit down. Getting comfortable, you tilt your head back against the tree and gaze into the sky. We're going to pick out the grass. As you pick out the grass blades in your reach, the ground begins to shake. Before you can get up, roots from below sprout from the ground and wrapped around your legs. Oh, no. 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 You turn around to see a large, angry face looking back at you. Your jaw drops in horror. No sound nor scream escapes your tongue as you tightening grip of the root squeezes what air is left out from your body. You know, sometimes I just... No. I should probably save. That might help me a lot. Walking down the steps leading below you, the air attacks your body with the piercing cold. You notice immediately that there's a woman chained to the wall. She doesn't seem to notice you as you study her. You feel darkness around you as you stay in an awful place. You tremble as you try to form words in your mouth. You there, let me out of here. The pressure of such a demand makes you freeze. You take a moment to think about the situation before you respond. What got you locked up to begin with? You'll never believe me, even if I told you the truth. Something brought you here. Please, have mercy on me. Let's free her. You approach the woman and unlock the shackles that bind her. As her arms became free, she moans in pain. Oh, thank you so much. The woman struggles to regain her strength, but starts to stand up on her own. As she gets up, she turns towards you. No. I will now do you a favor. She seemed to be the face of a helpless woman disappears as a horrible image manifests itself before you. Oh gosh. You feel the chilling grip of bone hands locking onto your arms. Energy flees from your body and you fall on your knees. You feel the essence of your life slip away as everything goes black. It is unfortunate that your journey ends here. The damsel in distress. We're gonna leave. I thought that was gonna be scary, but no. No, it wasn't. But she was a witch. Ha! We'll take a nap this time. Your eyes close and your body relaxes. You fall asleep within seconds. As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. A bad feeling then overcomes you, and you realize who this is. You try to wake yourself up. You wake up and jump on your feet, looking about yourself and your surroundings. All seems well. You can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical option now. We're gonna save. Yay. You reach a point where the trail splits into two paths. Which way should you go? Oh, crap. Which seems more like a logical option? Go left or go right? I will go right. You reach the end of the pathway. In the distance is a tower looking over the area. A gate secures passage to the area with the wall around the property. This is a beautiful art. I love it. Also of interest, there is a tree that has a hole carved into it. Inspect the tree! You approach the tree and notice that the hole is big enough to fit your hand in it. You look to see something shiny in the hole as if it were metal. Feeling around with your hand, you find 3 knobs, one on the right, one centered in the middle, and one on the left. Oh, which one should I do? No! You know, can't really do anything about it, so. Well, it sucks. Okay. Press the left knob, press the middle knob, or press the right knob. The middle. Left. Right. The knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, but nothing happens. It must be some sort of combination. Alright, well, we know it's a combination, so we can always go back to it. Go to the gate. You approach the gate cautiously. Standing before the tower, your heart begins to sink. This is no doubt the birthplace of a spreading plague. There is a fountain before you with statues on the right and left. Enter this tower, inspect the fountain, inspect the statue on the left. Oh, yes, this might be combinations. You see an old statue of an angel that's been consumed by vines of thorns. The angel is holding back in... Wait. I can't read right now. Holding a book in one hand, the other with one finger pointed up towards the sky. Okay. You feel it best to leave the statue alone. Statue on the right. Oh. Stop looking at me. Before you stand an old... Before you stands an old angel statue that has broke in many areas. With one hand, the angel is holding some sort of bowl, while the other hand is hovering over the bowl. You notice that there is only 2 remaining figures on the angel's other... Wait, what? There's 2 remaining fingers on the angel's other hand. Okay, so there's 1, 2. Left, right, middle. Okay, let's try that. Inspect the tree. Left, right, middle. The knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, but nothing happens. It must be some sort of... Okay, leave the tree. We're gonna go to the gate. We're gonna enter it. Inspect the fountain. There's a dark haze about the fountain. The water is black, and the smell burns with every breath. You feel a slight pull toward the fountain, as if it were calling for something. You approach the door. As you reach for the doorknob, an invisible barrier stops you. It must be some sort of magic. What the frickin' heck? What the... Okay. What? Inspect the fountain again. So the fountain wants something. But I can't... Let's inspect the tree real quick. Unless there's gotta be something. Right. Left. Middle. You know what? I guess there's nothing else we can do here, so we're gonna go back to the split path. We're gonna go left. After continuing down the path of some time, you come to a stop. You notice that there is some sort of trail that leads through the grass up toward the nearby hill. If you had not stopped, you probably would have never noticed. Which way do you go? It's a sword! Following the subtle trail in the grass, you stumble upon what looks like a oh. That was like the sword and stone type of thing. You approach the grave. You look at the sword with intrigue. Whoa. Before you can touch the sword, a ghostly figure appears before you. You freeze before the apparition. Oh no, lag. That's not good. The sword, may I have it? The blade is cursed. I am bound here by the pain of my past. If you desire the sword, free me from it. You slowly motion for the sword. Fool! Only something of a pure essence can free me. A rare hope, like a flower found in darkness. You listen to the specter and leave the sword. That sword might come in handy. Should we continue? Let's continue. You pause to see there is a lake nearby. The trail continues on your right. You step near the lake and look down into it. Oh crap. Resting underwater is an orb of sort, sitting at the bottom of the lake. It's something strange about it, as if it's calling out to you. Should we dive into it? Hold on, I need a drink from my soda. You know what I think? Let's go for it. Close your eyes and jump into the lake. You open your eyes to see the stone sitting before you. You start to make your way toward it. Oh crap! A large fish comes into view. You quickly notice you with its mouth stretched open. Oh crap! You try to leave for the surface, but the fish catches up to you. You quickly find yourself hopeless before the creature. You close your eyes as the giant fish rips your body apart with its teeth. You die a very painful death. Your adventure ends here. I would like to load this area. Thank you. Don't need a fish permit. Alright, we're gonna go left. Let's follow the trail in the grass. So I guess we'll need the sword, and then we'll need... We need the sword so we can do stuff. Oh wait, no. Go back to the grave. We gotta talk to this guy, because who knows? You freeze before the apparition. The sword, may I have it? The blade is cursed. I am bound here by the pain of my past. If you desire the sword, free me from it. You slowly motion for the sword. Fool! Only something, yeah. Who knows what would happen if we do that? Continue along the trail. The faint trail comes to an end. There is a collection of stone pillars down the hill. Beyond the hill is a large field of grass. Expect the pillars. You stand before the large stones, arranged in the shape of a circle. In the center is a stone with what appears to be some sort of slot or hole. No doubt about it. It's something is meant to be placed there. Seeing that you can't do anything, you head back. Oh, that thing in the lake. Now I get it. You find yourself gazing over a grass field with hills rolling off into the distance. It's a unicorn. As if a trick upon your eyes, you see a unicorn run across the field. It disappears out of sight before you can do anything. Surely the unique powers of a unicorn can help you with your quest, but there's clearly something wrong. If only there was a way to charm it. I guess we gotta go back. We're gonna inspect the lake one more time. Yeah, so that thing goes into the, where the stone pillars are. We're gonna leave. Now is probably not the time. Yep. See, I freaking told you. Get back to the grave. Get back. We're gonna save. Right here. Continue down the path. You walk for some time, find an endless field of grass. There is a stone well near the path. Inspect the well. You peer down the well. Other than the evident water at the bottom, there is a coin resting onto the wall of the well. If possible, you feel you should go down and take the coin. We're not gonna do that? I mean... I don't know what to do. Okay, we saved the progress, so... Let's go grab the coin. You lean over the edge of the well. There is no possible way you can obtain the coin by reaching for it. With this in mind, you turn and climb down along the inner wall of the well. You take a few successful steps down, but your luck runs out. You misplace your foot and you fall. You stumble about, your body clashes against the stone walls. With a single knock on the head, you lose all consciousness of your accident. With a splash, you fall in water. Your body sinks effortlessly. You drown without realizing it. Your adventure ends here. Nice. Alright, so we know that we shouldn't go down in that well, because the frickin' you die. Walking over the hills of grass and grain, you reach the wall of Aramor. Several times a year, you come here to trade goods from the farm. You discover the plague that has spread to your farm has also spread all the way out here. The path before you is overrun with blight. You have come a long way, and you don't desire to turn back now. You march forward into a tainted soil. Before you can realize what happened, you sink completely under the ill soil. Darkness consumes you, and your lungs struggle for air. Your body burns in pain as you suffocate and die. My gosh. Why? Let's go to the gate. The fountain probably wants a coin. Oh, okay. That was the left. Oh wait, what? Oh no, I pressed the left. What am I doing? Before you stands an old angel. Yeah, I know. Ooh, there's only 2 remaining fingers on the angel's other hand. So it has a bowl. Can we go into the bowl? Oh, maybe it's left knob, right knob, right knob. Yes! I did it! You hear the rumble of rocks as the ground starts to shift underneath you. Everything goes dark and you sink below the surface. The hole above you seals up, trapping you underground. You find yourself with no evident way out, but the path before you into the darkness. Your only choice is to move forward. You see there are separate paths within the walls of the cavern. Which path do you choose? Let's save real quick, because, you know, things happen and you don't want... let's go forward. You cautiously step forward into the darkness. You come to a divide. Which way do you go? Let's go a left. You hear a subtle echo of shifting rocks before you. The eye appears before you as it gaze pierces the darkness. Before you can do anything, tentacles burst from the ground and grip your body. It pulls you about, but you resist as much as you can. Not sure what you can do, you continue to resist until you think of something. Your body begins to grow weak as your strength burns away. You suddenly feel yourself pulled to the ground and you are dragged about like a rag doll. And the creature devours your body and then you die. Hehehe. Alright, let's go right this time. A passageway divides before you. Where do you go? Okay, right seems like it's going more down. I want to go up. You walk forward in the dark, unsure of what lies beyond. Let's go right. Oh, crap. You make your way forward and discover a large cavern as an old-looking ship rests against the edge of a lake with debris scattered about the surrounding area. Should we inspect the ship? I want to inspect the ship. Air is chilling and you fear it won't be a good idea to stay too long. The possibility of discovering something that can help you drives you to explore. You climb aboard the ship, and you take a moment to observe your surroundings, and you are only welcomed by a trickle of water brushing against the wood of the ship. Ooh, creepy. You move about to see where you can go. Every footstep you take feels heavy as you hear the sound of wood cracking under your feet. You feel the ship has been here for quite some time. You explore under the deck of the ship, nothing but the sound of your footsteps bounce about the structure of the ship. From one room to another, you come to discover a kitchen. Although there is nothing unique about it, you feel you should take a moment to inspect it. You pull one out of another, finding that they have been emptied. Dust spreads about the air as you disturb their rest. Checking underneath, you discover a rusting knife resting on the floor. You find that there are plenty of hardening rat droppings dotted the edge of the wall. You take the knife in hopes that it may defend yourself with it. You see a lone pot resting upon a dusty stovetop. You gaze downward and open the oven door. Nothing but ash filled the oven chamber. You close the oven door. You continue your lonely tour of the ship, only to find that there is nothing of use or value. You make your way back to the deck and decide to continue your search. Again, you find nothing much but empty rooms left to remain the dark solitude. You discover a door with the fancy markings about the woodwork. Perhaps there were the captain where the captain resided. There's so much reading. You discover the room of the captain. Unlike the other parts of the ship, everything seems to have been left alone in this room. Before you rest an old wooden desk with papers and assumed belongings of the captain. There is a small bed off near the corner of the room, and some chairs in the other. You have a feeling deep down that you shouldn't take anything. Other than the lamp and other objects, there is a small stack of papers, in contrast to lone paper resting by itself. Approaching the desk, you begin to inspect the papers resting on the desk. Notice to the crew, due to the unexpected predicament, everyone is being split up into groups of 2 and 3. Scouting assignments will be given until you find a more inhabitable place to settle. For now, we must do what we can. Okay. Peering about the pages of this collective pile of documents, you realize the most of these are personal notes or journal entries. You pick a few and begin to read. Day 7. The voyage that gone quite smooth as we begin our second week away from home. The spirits of the men are high as we anticipated. The discovery of new lands that lie beyond our documented knowledge. If it has been my dream to accomplish something world-changing, together we move forward with full hearts and unbreakable spirits. Day 66. It has been just over 2 months out at sea, and we have yet to discover anything new. We have suffered through many storms, and sickness has plagued the ship recently. Several of my favorite crew have passed on to the next life. I see the growing doubt in the eyes of my fellow laborers as our voyage continues day after day. Food rations have been cut in half in fears that we may have to turn back. I dare not let myself think of failure. Those men who have lost their lives, the sacrifices to make this voyage possible, I cannot let them be in vain. Day 91. It has come roughly 3 months out here in the endless blue. With much pain, we have turned around. Yes, we are headed for home port. We have just enough food to make it back. I just hope we have a smooth journey back. The spirits of my crew are low and bitter due to our failure. I do not let myself get caught up in thinking of it. Truly, we did not intend for this to happen. That's a sad. Seeing that there's little left to see, you take your leave. The wood under your feet crackle as you exit the vessel. You make your way back to where the tunnel divides. Which way do you choose? Left. That was fun. You move towards into the darkness. Within the walls of the cavern, which path do you choose? I don't know. Ah, yes! We can defeat this man. You hear a subtle echo of shifting rocks before you. Dun dun, an eye appears before you, and its gaze pierces the darkness. Before you can do anything, the tentacles burst from the ground and grip your body. It pulls you about, but you resist as much as you can. You remember the knife you have found and struggle to bring it out. A room vibrates as you do cut, and the creature immediately leaves you alone. You take your moment and catch your breath. You come to a divide. Which way do you go? A path you walk comes to an end. Before you shines a pillar of light. The light rests on the corpse that seems to have been here for quite some time. That's not a good. That is not a very good. Near the corpse stands a lone flower. For some reason, you feel hope enter your heart as you gaze upon the flower. Surely the flower will ease the pain of the specter. You approach the flower and carefully plucked it from the ground. There is something special about this flower. Light continues to pierce through the darkness from an opening above. Surely this gives you some hope that all is not lost. Seeing that there is nothing else for you here, you turn around. That's awesome. Let's save real quick because I don't want any of this to die. Or to be gone. And I have to restart everything. Let's go left. You cautiously make your way through the darkness. You come to split in paths. Which way do you go? Right. You struggle forward as a way before you becomes complete. You notice that there is a light off in the distance, and you continue to make your way forward. Eventually, you make it into some sort of concrete room. Turning around, you see a hole in the wall where you came from. Your guess is that it wasn't part of the initial design. Oh crap. You turn around to see a door. There being little to nothing in the room, you decide to move on through the doorway. You find yourself in what looks like a basement. You turn about to discover that in each direction there is a door. Boxes of supplies and debris litter the ground. Ugh. Litter the floor and corners of the room. You notice that there are several markings on the door and floor, some of which scare you. You got a bad feeling about this place. Alright, everybody, I'm gonna take a, I'm gonna, not pause the video. I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna save my game. There we go. So we've made it out of the caves. So, that's good. I think we're currently in the tower. Who knows? So, this is the first episode of, Disturbed. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more episodes, please subscribe. If you like this video, like the video, give it a thumbs up, you know. And if you want more of like horror games like this, or like if you want more scary ones, you let me know. Alright guys, I'll see you all later, and peace out.